at that.
Better than I would have done.
What do you think about having a bus pad?
Yay! Finally, took us a year, but we got a place to park. Last year, Don's parents offered to make a concrete pad for us to park the bus on. We knew it would be really nice to have a level surface for when we started working on the inside of the bus.
Plus, I think they want us to know we're always welcome to come back and visit anytime with a great parking place.
Last fall, we received so much rain that it kept us from getting the concrete poured and finishing the pad. Swimming pool's open right now, if you're really up for it. Through the winter, the parking pad became an ice rink.
Meanwhile, getting ready for another season of ice skating here.
And once the weather had finally turned, the pandemic hit and limited our options for having concrete delivered.
After waiting a few more months for the 2020 spring rains to subside, the summer was here and we were hoping to finally finish the bus parking pad.
Dad had gotten some gravel and rebar so we could make the final preparations.
So we were hoping that we would be able to get the concrete poured and complete the bus pad soon. But in the meantime, we had some work to do inside the bus.
We had so much fun putting up our furring strips that now we're going to pull some of them down and do it again.
We knew we wanted to use tongue and groove planks for our ceiling. We finally found some skinny ones, so we got them, and they are 8 feet long. And the space between our beams is 52 inches. That would mean in order to hit all the furring strips, which we put on the beams, we'd have to cut our 8-foot planks down, and we'd end up wasting what we're cutting off. So we'd actually be doubling the price of our ceilings to make our planks hit the furring strips so that we don't have ends just dangling and not attached to something. So we decided we're going to add some extra furring strips so that we don't have to cut our 8-foot planks of tongue and groove down.
So earlier today we measured out where our ceiling would have to butt up against each other, and we're going to be putting in furring strips right in those sections. Luckily, we only have to do it in 3 places on each side of the bus. So it's not too big of a deal. We just need to take the center pieces out so that we can cut that wood before we put it back up, so there's room to put those new furring strips in. We got our new furring braces cut to all the way across, and now we need what?
255.5 length around the hatch and 4 29-inch around the hatch. So these two go.
So we're framing the hatch. There's that bird. There's that bird we were telling you about.
Oh. Cute couple of wrens. Husband and wife building their nest in our garage while we build our bus.
Too much light, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I can see him.
Okay.
Oh. You're like, Mom, where are you?
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a few of them, huh?
It looks like there's 3 to me. Can you see one in the back there?
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, have at least 5 beaks.
Oh, good, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good little bruise.
What do you think about this job?
It's not a bad one. Definitely beats holding the furring strips up while you nail them in. New furring strips created. Glue is drying. I'll have to wait for it to dry, come back tomorrow and put them up and be done with the furring strips for reals. We're always saying we're done and then we're not. It's a theme.
I think it's the nature of working on it though. Every time you get in and you build a plan, but until you physically have the things in the bus, you never really are 100% sure how it's going to work out. We only really had to do changes on about 4 boards and then add 3 more.
We're done for the day. We get out of this garage and let those little birds come in and build their nest now. Our previous experience putting up furring strips made this installation go so much smoother.
Having an extra set of hands makes a huge difference. So thanks, Dad, for continuing to help us out on this bus build adventure.
We brought the ceiling wood in to check it, and it lined up perfectly with our new furring strips.
We are at the point where we're going to put our 12-volt wiring in the ceiling. We've got conduit, fire-resistant half-inch conduit.
And this is El Cutto, a pipe cutter.
So now we're going to cut all the conduit to fit into place and plan out our wiring based on our 12-volt wiring diagram. Wish us luck, because we've never done anything like this before. Okay, one down.
Yes, we got one.
We have the bathroom right here and the bathroom right here. And then we're going to have the mirror right here, right? So now we've got conduit coming from our main power supply up through here against the ceiling. We'll have electric to our bath light here, running conduit up through to the other side, and a bathroom light there. All the wire pretty much already.
There's no more wire? You didn't buy any more?
About 100 feet, I thought that would be plenty. Ran out of wire really quickly. So we did a good estimate about how much more wire we would need and then ordered 2 more 100-yard spools.
Got a beautiful morning, not a cloud in the sky. Perfect weather to finally finish the pad. While we were out yesterday, my dad got all of the rebar in place, so with any luck, we just gotta have the concrete guy come by today and fill it in, and the bus will have a home.
Back like that a little bit. Okay. It's a little smoother to work. Take a little back. There you go. All right, let's go back up. All right.
Don and I were happy to sit back, film, and let other people do the hard work for a change.
My dad was eager to jump in and get his hands dirty.
I think he fulfilled a childhood dream by getting to ride the concrete truck.
All in, we had 2 cement trucks come by with about 14 yards of cement. And it turned out to be the perfect amount. Just giving it that broom texture.
Yep.
You got some good concretemanship.
No kidding.
Look at that.
You better now what it is.
What do you think about having a bus pad?
Yay! Finally, it took us a year, but we got a place to park. It's finally done.
It's starting to bleach out. Looks really nice. It's going to be solid and flat. Can't wait to park the bus onto it.
But we have to wait 30 days before we can get that heavy bus on top of the concrete.
Good family friend helped us out with it and recommended 21 days minimum, but he said because the bus is so big, go ahead and wait 30 days. So we're going to wait 30 days.
What's another 30 days when you've been waiting a year?
It'd be really nice to have a flat surface for us to work on and Of course, get our countertops corners straight and right angles correct. But it'd also be really nice to know that we have the spot here to park at my parents' house, to come visit them often, as I'm sure was one of the main reasons they wanted to build this for us.
Today we decided there's a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that needs to be completed, so we're trying to complete as much as we can of all these little jobs. So we started off with finishing the wiring for our living area. Closet overhead, 2-3.
Today is bring the cat to work day. Are you having a good time on the job? You just love plastic, don't you? You got a helper there?
Yep, I got a helper. Except we're out of wire again. Had no idea how much wire it was really gonna take. But we'll share that with you next time.